You have people who believe in you. You have people who want to support you. And if you don't, you got to be your biggest supporter and find those people who are just like you, because you cannot hang around people who are don't your mentality at all. So the more and more that you just continue to build, the more and more you continue to grind, the more and more you continue to work, you're going to eventually find those people. And I know that was the biggest thing for me. And you never know who's going to impart something into your life ever. Mm-hmm. You never know. From the time I was 8 to now, I've had so many people who have just said things in my life. Like you said, Pooch being one of them, from him to Jack Harlow to Dominique Wilkins, just a whole bunch of different people. You never know who is going to come from. And a lot of times it comes from people who you'll never expect. So just be willing to listen, be willing to stay on the grind, and always remember why you started. But it's only one when it feels like all is falling. How do I reach out when I feel I'm all alone? When I feel all alone. How do I move on when you're the one I put my trust in? All you require me is only just believe. I'm covered by your grace again. All washed up and cleansed from sin. No longer will the devil win. You've gave me victory.
Welcome to the Art of Rebounding, where setbacks become setups and your bounce back is your breakthrough. I'm your host, Harold Lefty Williams, former pro athlete, motivator, and believer in second chances. Each week, we'll dive deep into stories and strategies to help you rise, rebuild, and reclaim your next chapter. Now, this isn't just a regular podcast. It's your chance to bounce back, and this time, with purpose. Today's guest, I'm excited because I have my oldest son with me on set today. He is a 5-time NAACP Image Award nominee. He is a Peabody winner. He is a entrepreneur. He's a executive producer. He is a stellar athlete. He's a stellar student. He is my son, and probably one of your favorite actors. Welcome to the show, my son, Elisha EJ Williams.
There we go. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on the show. We had your sister on the show, and she said some nice things about you. You know.
I'd have to hear it to see.
You got to go back and listen to it. But she had some nice things to say about her brothers. I was happy about that. Let's go behind the mountain. You had some success at a very, very young age. They say that Hollywood success, overnight success is, 10 years or so. But that's not where it started for you. That's not where it started at all. You had to scratch and you had to crawl. And in a lot of ways, you still are, even though you've 5-time, nominee or this or that, or you keep continuing to prove yourself as the lead of this, the lead of that, the lead of, you know what I mean? And how has that process been for you? What has it been like?
It's been a rocky process, but not even rocky in a bad way. It's just, you're never gonna get to a destination just going straight forward. Not a long-term destination, at least. So for me, I've been the type of person where I'm just trying to stay grateful for everything. It's not always good, but it's not always bad either.
Right.
And just being able to see myself and how long I have come from the beginning to now, and knowing the potential and knowing what the future holds is very, very special. So
right.
I'm just sitting back and I'm enjoying the ride so far.
The beginning process of and you're not always this soft spoken, so I'm gonna need you to use your outside voice. But I appreciate either way. In the beginning, talk to us about the process of being with dad, wanting to be in this business, and then, what was it like for you? Be very transparent. What was it like for you as dealing with dad trying to coach you and trying to teach you the business side of entertainment, the entertainment business?
As a kid, you don't always understand everything that's going on. And you want things, I guess, quicker. As you get older, you kind of understand how everything goes and things like that. But for me, it was just me trying to understand. And I think it wasn't that I wasn't understanding. I was understanding at the level that I could, which if you flip that around, you could also say a person wasn't understanding. So as a kid, like you said, we got started pretty young. And just trying to grasp and understand what you can't understand is the most important thing. But like I said, sometimes you're not going to always understand things. So it was great, but it was also stressful for sure from every aspect.
What part of it was stressful?
I would say the whole thing, but stressful, not even.
What's the whole thing?
The whole process of just getting into the industry and trying to, work to become an actor, as they call it.
Is it, the journey of becoming? Is it learning how to handle no? Is it
I would say it's the
dad getting on your nerves? Is it
I would say it's the journey, because all the other stuff that you mentioned is the journey. You don't get to somewhere without those steps. So yeah, the journey. And when you say stressful, or when I say stressful, I wouldn't even look at it as a bad thing or a good thing. It's a part of the territory. And when you sign up for certain things, there are certain things that are guaranteed to come. It
comes with the territory.
And it comes with the territory, right? So for me, just being in the middle of it at such a young age, sometimes when you're in it, you think it's pretty hard, but the 8-year-old EJ and the 16-year-old EJ has two different responses to how they handle stress.
Right.
So to ask me now, I would say I'm happy it went the way it did, because if it didn't, I wouldn't be able to sit here and accomplish a lot of the things I accomplished. So
I hope everyone's enjoying the show, but listen, I need for you to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Please do it for your boy, Harold Lefty Williams. Now back to the show. I think learning how to deal with no is one of the greatest tests ever, because when you're able to lock in and focus on that, at that point in time, nothing else that comes your way can stop you, because you've made up your mind that this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do this. And no matter what, I'm going to lock in and I'm going to live with the results. I can lay my head on that. And you've done that. You've done that. How did it feel? I said to you, well, we were driving in the truck. Excuse me. And I would just play out of nowhere. So inside the Tahoe, we had like a TV.
Yeah.
And your brother and sister loved watching movies on it. And I would turn it off sometimes and just put on music. And I'd say, let me hear you sing that part.
Yeah.
Let me hear you sing that part.
Yeah.
Sing that part. How'd that make you feel?
Made me feel frustrated.
Made you feel frustrated?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, my biggest thing is, especially, and I'm like this now, I don't like getting interrupted, like with my me time and things like that.
From whatever you're doing, changing.
Yeah, whatever it is. But from the aspect of just being in entertainment, I know acting specifically, or excuse me, singing specifically was the one thing that I was not trying to hear any of that.
But watch this though. I'm telling you to sing, and I said, man, you got to be ready, because you need to be so, flexible. You don't know when you're going to get a singing role.
Yeah.
And then what happens a few weeks later?
Oh, well, we were doing the singing thing for a couple of years. But
I'm talking about like during this time when you were like,
yeah.
I'm talking about during this specific time when you were like, and I had to tell you, no, man, you never know.
Yeah.
What happened a few weeks later after that?
We got the call from Disney.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget. Yeah. So we were, going over a whole bunch of things.
A specific show, please.
Well, Puppy Dog Pals. Yeah.
Puppy Dog Pals. You got the lead role for Puppy Dog Pals,
yeah.
which is a singing show, a singing role.
For me, man, it was just, like I said, I wasn't really trying to hear the whole singing thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that my parents teach us a lot is you never want to compartmentalize yourself.
Right.
So you want to be able to have different aspects and things that you'll be able to do. And so with the singing aspect, like I said, it was something that I was just not trying to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me to get the audition and then me hearing that I got to sing, I was like, all right, well, I mean, I trained for it anyway. Let's see how it goes.
I won't embarrass you, but I may play this clip.
Oh, no. Please.
One of me and his mom's favorite clip. We were in the studio, and I still say
around this time too. That's the crazy part. Around Thanksgiving time.
Yeah, I still say that you got gypped to being nominated for an Emmy for that. We're in the studio, and what's his name? Andy.
Yeah.
Andy.
Shout out to Andy.
Shout out to Andy. Andy looks back to me and says, I think your son just won me an Emmy.
Yeah. So,
and it's the song where you're singing all alone.
so much to be grateful for.
Yeah, so much to be grateful for.
He needs those dancing lessons. You're just amused by Rolly, and you say at line 25.
Then let's kick off this mission and find Logan and Finn. Then let's kick off this mission and find Logan and Finn.
Let's have a smile. Let's have a smile.
Then let's kick off this mission and find Logan and Finn.
There it is.
Wonderful. We go to page 4.
The lights, look at the crowds. No doubt about it, we're on Broadway now. So we look on looking around. Until we find a couple, we gotta find a couple. Until we find a couple of clowns. Wow. Messed up that one part.
No worries, man.
So
That's awesome.
good.
That is delightful.
And
It's on Apple. It's on Apple. You can listen. It's on Apple if you want to go back and play it.
Yeah, but so yeah, with the whole singing thing, just being prepared. I remember when I had the callback and I met with everybody, I didn't do well at all for the singing part, and I shockingly still got the job, which was beyond me, but I was happy nonetheless.
Listen, I have a brand new book that's getting ready to come out. It's called The Art of Rebounding. It's about positioning, persistence, and purpose. It's going to change your life forever. It's going to help you bounce back, and you're going to be able to reclaim your next chapter. Join the waiting list today at theartofrebounding.com.
And just continuing to work, and then being in the studio with, I would consider Andy one of a very few musical geniuses out there for sure. And just learning different pockets, learning how to do different things while staying charismatic and not having to change too much. But none of that would have even happened. The show wouldn't have been even bigger as it was if I wasn't prepared.
I'm going to tell you what I was happy about. I'm sorry, go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I was just going to say, and for me to not like my voice so much, we have over 100 million views of me singing on YouTube. So
and that's that we can't just skate over that.
Yeah.
100 million views.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
All together.
When you signed on to do the show, Disney had greenlit 2 extra episodes.
Seasons.
Excuse me. 2 extra seasons.
Yes, sir.
Once you signed on.
Yep. Season 4 and 5.
And it made history.
Yeah.
I'll add something to this clip to show everybody. It was a huge press release. Puppy Dog Pals makes Disney history. They had never did that before.
Yeah.
Which we were super duper happy about. Let's fast forward this to you get Wonder Years, but before Wonder Years, it's a little tiresome because you were up for a role for Sydney to the Max. Your sister Kiara was the first one in the family to studio test. She didn't get it. Here comes your studio test. How'd that make you feel?
It was a little nerve-wracking. I mean, for me, I know me specifically, I'm to the point where I don't have any social anxiety. Like anything that I do inside of the room, I'm gonna live and I'm gonna die with whatever happened, good or bad.
I like to think you got that honest though.
Yeah, for sure.
From somebody. They might be sitting next to you. But anyway,
But,
you go ahead.
So for me, whatever decision happens, you come prepared. That's the reason. You prepare for those moments. So I never really looked at it as something that was sad. It wasn't saddening for me. I've been sad not getting roles before, but that one specifically, I was like, all right.
What it was the one specifically.
Recently.
You were pinged for Marlon's show on CBS.
Oh yeah, that one too.
That one kind of hurt.
And I mean, now it was cool.
But it's
though,
fine. It went to nephew.
Shout out to Amir.
Shout out to Amir.
You got that one.
Nephew.
You got that one.
And
But,
then you end up working with his twin.
Yeah. Shout out to Mari too.
To be able to do that each and every day, and people see the work on television, it just makes me smile even more.
One of the cool things is Don Cheadle narrates The Older You.
Yeah, shout out to Mari.
No, yeah, but I mean, for me, it was one of those things where I had that mindset. There's not really much else you can do.
Right.
So like you said, fast forward to Wonder Years, it was kind of a similar situation, except, I got the job this time, but just seeing how every process is different. And every time you think that you're prepared for something, every time you think that you've seen it all, some type of curveball is still thrown. And with Wonder Years, that being the longest audition process of my life.
It was. It was pretty long.
Darn near a year, I want to say about 9 or 10 months. Or maybe, 8 or 9, about 8 or 9.
No, I think you started the process in September. You didn't hear anything back till November. We started contract negotiations in March, and
maybe, yeah.
And we started the pilot the end of March, like 3 weeks later.
Yeah. So even with that and just being in the point where,
No,
every
you're right.
time
I'm
you
sorry. You're right. That's 7 months right there. Good Lord.
something
You're
like
right. I'm
that.
sorry. I apologize.
But even just doing things like that and thinking that, you've seen it all and thinking that you're going to be to a point where, okay, I see what's coming next. And then boom, something else just
Right.
comes. So for me, it was an amazing process. It
Mhm.
was a tiring, it was a interesting one, but nonetheless, it's still the process. And it's one of those things that you got to live with when you're in the space that you're in.
And you grew a lot, though. You grew a lot through all of those things, and I'm proud of you for handling those things the way a 11-year-old would.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you just grew into that. Someone's driving in the car. Someone's listening to this podcast. Someone's watching this podcast, and they're saying, "That sounds great, EJ." And your dad played professional basketball, and yeah, that's how you guys are able to this. No, what would you say to them who are trying to get into this space, or they tried to break into this space? Because before you speak, I remember, since bro is here, I remember when Pooch was in
Ralph's. We were in
Ralph's. There you go. Yes, so you remember this.
Yeah.
Pooch was in Ralph's, and he has no clue, bro. I don't think you have any clue how much it meant to my family, the encouragement that you gave. That I think you gave him, because at one point,
We was
EJ
gonna
was
quit.
ready to quit.
Yeah.
At that point, yeah, he was little. Yeah, he was real little at that time. I think I think he was 8 when he ran into you, if I'm not mistaken. But
No,
anyway,
I was like 10. It was right before Wonder Years.
it was right,
Yeah, it was
right before.
It was right before
Yeah,
Wonder Years.
no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But someone's in the car. They want to quit. They want to give up. They think, man, that's just you. That's just y'all just doing it. Talk to him. That's your camera right there.
Well, the first thing I would say is just always ask yourself every day, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? The same way people make bad decisions sometimes and they ask themselves, why did they do that? It's the same way you should ask yourself, why am I doing what it is that I'm doing that's good? Right? People join things for different reasons. People say the things that they want to say, but there's always an intent behind something that's going on. If you don't have an intent behind what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it, realistically. And that goes for kids my age, that goes for kids younger than me, that goes for that goes for adults, really. And so just ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why do I want to do this? And for me, keeping that mindset and everything and just making sure that you're on your P's and Q's. And the second thing I would say is just utilize your resources as much as you can. One of the biggest things that I know I've read some of the crazy stuff too on social media, but people use the thing nepotism a lot when it comes to, celebrities and their kids being successful. But for me, I like to use that example because that's the perfect example of utilizing your resources. You don't need to be a billionaire. You don't need to be extremely famous. You just need to know one person, and that one person needs to be able to help you. And sometimes sometimes you got to help yourself as well. So just utilize the resources around you. You have people who believe in you. You have people who want to support you. And if you don't, you got to be your biggest supporter and find those people who are just like you, because you cannot hang around people who are don't leave your mentality at all. So the more and more that you just continue to build, the more and more you continue to grind, the more and more you continue to work, you're going to eventually find those people. And I know that was the biggest thing for me. And you never know who's going to impart something into your life ever.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. From the time I was 8 to now, I've had so many people who have just said things in my life. Like you said, Pooch being one of them, from him to Jack Harlow to Dominique Wilkins, just a whole bunch of different people. You never know who is going to come from. And a lot of times it comes from people who you'll never expect. So just be willing to listen, be willing to stay on the grind, and always remember why you started. And I promise you, if you continue to work, you continue to build, you continue to grind, you're going to get to the point where you want to be. And even once you are where you want to be, keep going.
What's going on? I hope everyone's enjoying the podcast. Listen, I have a brand new hot honey that's getting ready to come out. That's right. You heard it right. Hot honey. Harold Lefty Williams hot honey. Listen, when flavor meets fire, legends are made. and this is what we put together. I've teamed up with Creative Fire Kiln and Kitchen, and we came up with the Honey Bee Hotness. This is amazing. Shout out to Creative Fire Kiln and Kitchen. Thank you for the opportunity to have this collab and have my own Honey Bee Hotness. For more information on this, go to honeybeehotness.com. honeybeehotness.com. Like, share, comment on this episode. Hope you're enjoying it. Now back to the show. And this is why people wonder why I say Kiara's the boss EJ's the professor, and CJ is the glue, because you got you just gave a master class on on this advice.
Yeah.
We're winding it down. What was it like to see your first credit as an executive producer with LeBron James on the Real Stories of Basketball docuseries?
Yeah, that was surreal for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much I can even say to that. When it comes to LeBron, I'm his LeBron James. You know what I mean? As a huge basketball fan, I mean, there's not really much that you can. I mean, even if you didn't watch basketball, everybody knows who LeBron is. But as somebody who, I had a LeBron James Miami Heat jersey. I had a LeBron James Laker jersey. I have a LeBron James NBA All-Star jersey. You know what I mean? Being a huge Bron fan, and just loving everything that he's brought to the game as a whole, and then being one of his partners was amazing. And I got a chance to do that with this guy right here too. So you know, it's whatever. I guess it's
a little nothing, a little something. You know?
But it was amazing, and just being able to say that we've done that is great. And I'm excited for everything else that we do under that category as well, because that's a whole new category.
Right, absolutely. So, which opens more.
Yeah, opens more
lanes and more avenues and more doors. Listen, I say this all the time: God will change the plans for you. You know, no matter what way you think it's going, all you need is one day, one door, you know, and one decision.
Yeah.
You're one decision away, you're one day away, one door away from everything that your heart's desires. Everything. And I just think that being open to receiving, knowing and understanding that you are worthy, right? Attitude of gratitude, more things come. Before we close, we cannot close without you talking about the huge announcement that took place, because we were just sitting. I know it was bothering you. Like, man, I can't even talk about this. I got to tell somebody. No, somebody. I got to tell somebody.
Yeah.
So here's this announcement. Talk to us about the announcement that took place.
Yeah. So, I'm very proud to let everybody know that I'm officially a part of the Stranger Things universe. It means a lot to be able to be embraced by people such as the Duffer Brothers, who are some cinematic geniuses for sure. Just seeing what you guys have done with that project alone from the time I moved to California to now. Y'all have been working on that show for 10 years. I remember being younger and people thinking I look like Lucas, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's a whole different story. But just being a part of the whole thing is amazing. Shout out to, Mr. Eric Robles as well, the showrunner, who has been working with me very patiently and just, respecting my body of work, understanding that the same way I'm good at what I do, he's really good at what he does, and us just meshing and creating magic and creating something that people want to watch. I'm super excited to be playing Lucas in that animation. I'm blessed, I'm grateful, and I'm excited for everybody to see that in 2026. So just stay tuned.
Nah, that's pretty cool, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of Kiara. I'm proud of EJ. I'm proud of everything that you're doing. Before you leave, last note, give us in the 30 seconds or less your top 5 most influential people.
Man, at number 1, I'll probably go you for sure. Utilizing your resources. I mean, I'm your son, so that's a given. So I'm definitely there. Thankfully. So I would say you at the 1. Number 2, when it comes to most influential people, I would probably say
I'll put mommy with me. I wouldn't. Yeah.
I would probably say probably God. I would put God at the 2.
Well, I'd put him before me.
Right. Well, I put him at the 2 because
without...
a lot of times the shooting guards, they shoot a lot, and I feel like God's responsible for everything. Well, not feel like, we know He is.
Right.
So everything's rooted in what the universe, the foundation of God has placed down.
What God is doing.
At the 3, I would go any president. I would say any president.
Mm-hmm.
And the 4 and the 5, I would say I'm going to go Michael Jordan for how much he changed the game. And at the center, I would say, man, screw it. I'm going to say me. I'm going to say me at the 5. Now, I know this is obviously out of order and everything, but just in terms of being inspirational, you put a whole bunch of different people together, you put a whole bunch of different heads together, and you never know what you're going to be able to do in life. And I think that the 5 that I put together, none of them knew that they were going to change the world as much as they were. And even though I have myself in that list and I haven't changed the world as much as they have, I know that I will, and I know that I've already changed a lot for a lot of people around me. Yeah, that's
I think you got to
right there.
believe in yourself, and without faith in yourself, you can't make me believe that you have faith in God, because everything starts within.
Yeah.
You got to believe in you, and even in times when it looks a little weary or whatever, you have to hold on. But there's been times when I didn't believe in me and I had to believe in God. So maybe in some ways I'm contradicting myself, but at the end of the day, you got to hold on. And so I like your list. I won't argue that. That's it for today's episode of the Art of Rebounding. I want to thank you, EJ. Thank you for coming on. Definitely gonna have you back. Maybe co-host with me one day. That'd be dope. Listen, the fall isn't what defines you. It's how you rise that writes your legacy. Whether you're rebounding from a loss, recentering your purpose, or just learning how to stand again, know this: you're not alone. You were never alone. You were built for more. You were built to bounce back. Okay? You were built with purpose. So until next time, keep showing up. Keep positioning yourself and keep pushing with purpose, in purpose, for purpose, because your rebound is not just coming, it's already in motion. Find me on social media at The Art of Rebounding. And if you want to follow your boy, follow me. You can follow me at Lefty Williams. And if you want to follow my son EJ, you can follow him at EJ_Williams_42. I'm always here to hear more about your comebacks. I'm sure EJ will be down to hear some of those too. And until next time, always remember, dare to dream.
Lefty, love you too, bro. Lefty Williams.
When we get back, I'm gonna get you with this.
Whatever we need to do. Let's do it now. First of all, you know what it is. Listen, so the legendary Harlem Globetrotter, Lefty Williams, my big brother, next level, just all around the board. I can't even explain some of it. It's just too high power. Punchline is, he got the hot honey out. Listen, it's only 4 of them on the market. One of them, Lefty Williams, hot honey, honeybee hotness. What? It don't get hotter than this. Hey, the hottest in the game, holding the. Hey, listen what I'm saying. You got to give me a bottle that's bust down with the diamonds on it. The honey hot. Listen, the honey bee hotness, hot honey, this not normal. Y'all don't have y'all faces on nothing. Y'all ain't got y'all faces. Nothing's happening with you people. The hot, y'all understand what's going on. Lefty Williams, hey, the GOAT. Oh my God, I'm putting this on. You can put this on anything. Chicken, pizza, mac and cheese, McDonald's chicken nuggets. Whatever you need. It's go season, man. We're not playing with y'all. Dang, I need man, give me a sponsorship, man. Yes, sir. Come on now, we outside.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
He deserved every flower. This is the GOAT, I promise you. As much as a great producer, rapper, everything, entrepreneur, everything, he's a great person. He deserved every flower. For him to be involved in the NBA, this is only the beginning. Remember, I told you that, but he already said it. He just manifested it. Just know that I love this dude for real, for real.
Appreciate you, family. Big bro, appreciate you. Love you too, man. We outside, and you do know that. Yes, sir.